Hello, readers, and welcome to Goddess Garden Book Chat's journey on Book 23 as we close in on finishing out the month of February with some great selections. We've had a great time, and these are some great reads. I hope you've had a chance to grow your library and pick from these amazing selections. Today's book is The Whiteness of Wealth. It's a super good read. It's a very intelligent book that you can use in your toolbox to help you understand where you're at in the wealth gap in this country. And without further ado, let's get into the deep dive.
Welcome back, Goddess Garden Book Chat family. Today, let's discuss a game-changing, eye-opening book, The Whiteness of Wealth: How the Tax System Impoverishes Black Americans, and How We Can Fix It by Dorothy A. Brown, narrated by the powerful Karen Murray. This book is a call to action. Let's unravel chapter by chapter the systemic inequalities exposed by Brown and discuss whether 2025's policies offer a pathway to rewrite this deeply entrenched narrative. Have you heard of the black tax? Let's start there. Brown starts with the foundational concept of the black tax, the hidden costs that Black Americans disproportionately pay due to systemic inequities. From property taxes to income taxation, Brown unpacks how policies favor white wealth accumulation. Karen Murray's narration pulls no punches, drawing us into a world where tax codes enforce racial disparities. In 2025, are new tax reforms like the proposed universal income credit sufficient to neutralize these inequities? We'll explore that shortly. There's also marriage penalties and bonuses. Ever wonder why marriage can be a financial boon or burden? Brown delves into how joint filing rewards white, dual-income households while penalizing Black, dual-earner couples. This was a mic-drop moment. In 2025, discussions about individual filing options are on the table. Could this be the step toward fairness Brown advocates for? Then that elusive dream of homeownership. Here, Brown exposes how mortgage interest deductions and property tax rules advantage predominantly white homeowners, leaving Black families behind. With the 2025 Affordable Housing Act pushing for equitable zoning laws, are we finally addressing this injustice? With education, student debt hits different in Black communities, as Brown details how tax benefits disproportionately aid wealthier white families. She makes an undeniable case that tax credits for higher education need an overhaul. In 2025, income-adjusted repayment plans are gaining momentum. Could this be the how we fix it? Inheritance is a generational wealth cornerstone of disparity. Brown lays bare how estate tax laws perpetuate wealth gaps. Fast forward to 2025. There's buzz about a wealth transfer tax with progressive thresholds. Is this a potential game changer? What we can do? Well, Brown offers solutions, from implementing race-based data in tax policy studies to revising tax codes with racial equity in mind. The proposed Equality in Taxation Act of 2025 aligns closely with these suggestions. Could we be on the brink of monumental change? So, can we write this narrative in 2025? Let's break it down with some suggested pathways. Data transparency. Policymakers must collect and analyze race-based tax data to identify disparities effectively. Universal filing systems. Eliminating joint filing in favor of individual assessments could dismantle biases in marital tax policies. Tax incentives for Black homeownership. Targeted credits for first-generation homeowners in historically disenfranchised communities could close the wealth gap. Education equity. Expand tax credits for student loan repayments and lower the barrier for Black students to access higher education. Finally, progressive estate taxes. Introduce thresholds that ensure wealth redistribution without penalizing middle-class families. Dorothy A. Brown doesn't just diagnose the problem, she gives us a blueprint for change. The Whiteness of Wealth is more than a book, it's a manifesto for equity. As we look toward the policies of 2025, Let's hope we're taking the first steps toward dismantling the systemic barriers that Brown so eloquently dissects. Let's keep the conversation going. GGBC family. What solutions stood out to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep reading, keep questioning, and keep growing.